Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you guys another way in which you can make money online, and that is by blogging. So today I am going to be showing you guys a platform whereby you can get to create a professional blog without paying a dime. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to be doing today is to open a new tab and search for blog, because we need to know firstly what is a blog. Now, according to Wikipedia, a blog is an informational website which is published on the World Wide Web and consisting of discrete, often informal diary style text. Now, what is this blog and what are the examples? It's also a short for weblog and is a frequently updated web page which is used for personal commentary or business content. In this particular tutorial, I am going to be showing you guys how you can make money as a blogger while using blogger.com and how you can easily get to monetize your blogger account in less than 48 hours. And at the same time, I will be showing you guys the step-by-step stages or criteria you need to do and what you need to follow in order to get your accounts monetized. So after we've already know that this is what a blog is all about, the next thing we're going to be searching for is this: different niches in blogging. Because we need to know what all of these niches entails, because that is what will allow us to pick an high paying and profitable blog niche. And as you guys can see over here, if you want to pick the perfect topic for a new blog to make money, we can either decide to pick a digital marketing niche or a niche about how to make money online. Then we can as well decide that we want to go for health and fitness, or want to go for recipes and food, or personal development and care, etc. There are numerous blog niche that we can actually choose. Now this recipes and food, we can decide to tweak it as food and drink niche. So what is the best niche for a blog? Let's try to take a look at this so that we will know that we are actually on the right track. And if not, we will know if we are to adjust or not. Now, one of the best blogging niche to make money is this: diet and fitness, movie and TV reviews, fashion, politics, social media, gaming news, cooking, etc. Now, as you guys can see over here, so now what are the platforms that we can utilize in order to have our blog ready? Platforms to utilize for blog. Now, these are the best blogging platforms. All of these platforms that you guys are seeing over here has been tested and trusted to offer numerous benefits to blogging and to every blogger out there. And the best one we can pick here, the first one is WordPress, as you guys can see over here, which is best for customization, and at the same time we have Wix, which is best for drag and drop. And the next one here is Weebly, which is best for e-commerce blogging, and we also have Dropper, which is best for developers. We have Squarespace, which is best all in one platform. We also have CMS Hub, which is best for marketers, and at the same time we have Medium, which has been used by several individuals in building their professional blog, and this particular medium is best for its built-in audience. At the same time, we also have Blogger, which we are going to be using today to create our professional blog. So let's move on to the next. The next one we're going to be searching for is Blogger, because we need to open an account on blogger.com. Then we will try to move as fast as we can. And at the same time, in order for you guys to get this tutorial right, I will try as much as possible to take my time and explain everything in details. Now, this is the blogger.com, and this is the platform. The next thing we're going to be doing here is to create our blog account. I don't know you already have a blog account. You can easily come here to sign in. But before we do that, let's try to scroll down and see what they are having for us on this particular platform. Now, on this blogger platform, we can choose the perfect design. That is, we can as well create a beautiful blog that fits our style. We can choose from a selection of easy to use templates, all with flexible layout and hundreds of background images, or design something which is entirely new. At the same time, we will be able to get a domain, which is give your blog the perfect home, get a blogspot.com domain, which is a subdomain, or we can go ahead to buy a custom domain with just a few clicks. Now, this particular subdomain that we are going to be obtaining on blogger.com is completely free, except if we are deciding to go for a custom domain. Aside that, we can earn money with Blogger, and that is one of the things I'm going to be discussing with you in this tutorial, because I'll show you guys the step you need to take, how you need to set up your Google search console so that your particular web will be available on search engine, and at the same time how to create a Google AdSense and how you can easily link all of this together. I will be showing you guys, so please pay attention to everything. Now, you can get paid for your work. It is your hard work that you have put in place, and Google AdSense can automatically display relevant and targeted ads on your blog so that you can earn income by just posting about what you love most or about your passion. So let's do scroll down and see. Now, this is another reason why I so much love this platform, which is blogger.com. It helps to know your audience, that is, where are they coming from. Find out which posts are a hit with bloggers built-in analytics, and at the same time you will see where your audience is coming from and what they are interested in. You can even connect your blog directly to Google Analytics, so you guys can take your time to scroll through all of this and see and pick at the same time all the informations you can pick your before venturing into create your own blog account. This particular blog platform offers an all-in-one platform. So let's click here to create our first blog. So once we click here, choose an account, use another account. So this is the account I'm going to be using over here, and that is what I'm trying to do right now. So next, oh sorry, no thanks. So right now, this is where we are. We are about going to the Blogger dashboard, and you guys can take your time to take a look at this notification bar over here. It's about the European Union laws, which requires you to give an European Union visitors every information they need about cookies use and the data collected on your blog. So you guys can take your time to go through all of that, and once you're done, you can click here to cancel. So now this is where we're going to pick a name, and the name we're going to be using is Tiny. So this is the name of our blog, Tiny. So let's see if that particular name is available on blogspot.com, which is our subdomain. As you guys can see over here, Tiny, which is the blog address, it's not available. So let's try to use N and see if that is available. Okay, fine, N is available. That means we have to make sure we go back and effect this particular change over here. So now once we're done with that, we click next. Tiny, click next. But before that, let me copy this so we don't need to start typing all over and over again. So next, then finish. Now this is going to be our display name, and this is going to be our blog name. Now here we are on the Blogger platform dashboard, or at the same time we can call it the back end. This is where all the customization and all the selection of theme will be taking place. This is the back end where we are going to be looking our AdSense and where we are going to be making and adjusting some settings. Here is also the back end where we are going to be creating our post and where we are going to be modifying our post as time goes on. As you guys can see over here, this is tiny blog, but let's say you want to create another blog. You can easily come here, click here, and you will be able to create a new blog. You can have as numerous blog accounts as possible. So the first thing we're going to do is to try and view our blog and see how it looks like. Now fine, this is amazing, and this is tiny, which is our blog platform. Now which niche are we going to be focusing on? We're going to be focusing on food and drink, because that is what I so much like. Everybody likes food, yeah, so I also like food, and for the sake of this tutorial we are still going to be focusing on that, because with that a lot of people are actually looking for engaging and captivating content about articles on food and drink. So let's continue. Now let's try to select a particular theme that we can use. So let's try to change this theme. It doesn't look so well. So first thing we're going to be doing on the back end is to come here, click on theme, and once we click on theme, here are numerous free themes that we can use. The templates are there already. What we need to do is just to pick the template which so much like. So this is the one that was actually in the default mode, as you guys can see over here. Let's say we want to pick either of all of this. We can easily come here, click on it, and we can preview before we download and apply it, depending on the one we have decided to go for or the one we will be deciding to go for. We can pick any of these themes. They are all free. So let's say for the sake of this tutorial, I want to go for this particular one over here. So the next thing I will need to do is just to click on it, and here I'm okay. Fine, I want to go with this. So I will need to preview this first before I will apply. There is nothing here, meaning there is nothing to display here, but here is our blog name, meaning this is the front end of Tiny. But the reason why we are seeing it this way is simply because we haven't posted any blog post yet. So let's continue. Hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. If yes, kindly do me a favor to subscribe and like this video. Also, do me a favor to share it with your loved ones. So we're going to click here to apply. Click here to apply. Sometimes it may show us that you need to download, and once it's done downloading the theme, automatically you can click on apply and it will apply the theme. So now that we've actually clicked here, we've applied the theme, let's try to see if the theme is still reflecting, and that is the reason why I'm trying to refresh the page now. Now here is the theme here. So the next thing we're still going to be doing is to adjust some settings over here. And once we're done adjusting the settings, the next thing that will follow is creating our first blog, because we need to make sure we're having something, at least a post on our blogger account, which will shows that we are actually interested in owning a blog. And from there we will move to creating of Google AdSense and creating of Google Search Console, and at the same time we will move to linking of all these three together. So let's continue. We'll click your settings. Now as you guys can see over here, this is basic, then followed by title, description, the blog language, added content. Now let's say we are having added content on our website. We need to show warnings to all the visitors that will be visiting our website. So we need to check this. Click here and it will turn to green, just like you guys can see over here where I'm actually hovering my mouse. But for the fact that Google will never allow added content, we can decide to leave this like this. And the next thing we need to do is to click on our description here. I have my content generated already. So here is it here about Tiny. So how we copy this, then I will come back to here Then this is where I will post. Fine, I will save this. Now that means we have our description about styling already. Then let's say we have favicon. We're going to click here, and this is where we are going to be applying our favicon. It's just an image that we will choose from our file manager, and we will click on save once we are done. But we need to take note of this. We need to select a favicon file. Now we please use a small image that is less than 100 kilobytes. So that means we need to add here to these particular instructions here. If not, the file will not be allowed in this particular space here. So since we are not going to be doing that here for the sake of this tutorial, we can easily go back to our settings. So now this is privacy. Do we want our blog, which is tiny, to be visible to search engine or not? Let's say we don't want our tiny blog to be visible. We can undo this, and let's say we want it to be shown. As you can see, it shows sussex automatically. Let's say we want it to be visible. Of course, it's the goal of every blogger to allow his or her own website to be visible on the search engine. So we need to check this. And as you guys can see at the bottom, your savings and settings saved successfully. So once we're done with it, we need to move on to the next thing. Now, this is our blog address here, tiny.blogspot.com. So this particular blog address here, I hope you guys understand what that means. Meaning, if anybody's trying to search for our website, or it's trying to search for any blog post on our website, we can easily give the person this particular link over here, tiny.blogspot.com, and the person will be able to search for it on the search engine, because we've actually checked this to be visible on the search engine. And let's say we own a custom domain, because this particular domain here is a subdomain, tiny.blogspot.com. A custom domain will be a fallback subdomain, or we can actually have a redirect domain, which is ordinary domain. We can click here, then we will click here to insert the domain. Let's say we already own one. We can click here and insert it. But let's say we want to buy a domain. We can click here to buy a domain on their platform. Or let's say we don't want to use their home platform, want to go to other website like GoDaddy, we can easily go there and purchase the domain. Or let's say we want to use other web hosting platform like Hostinger, like WebHost, like Bluehost, anyone, we can easily go there, purchase it, and come here. But in most cases, all of those platforms offer free domain once you're trying to buy the hosting with them. Now, do we want our website to be secured or not? Do we want our website to show this particular lock key here or not? Now, the HTTP redirect, this ensures that visits to HTTP is redirected to HTTPS. Meaning, if we don't check this, if people are searching for our website, it will be showing that this particular website is not protected. And if a website is not protected, that means anything that is happening on that website is actually transparent and it's not protected. Meaning anybody or scammer or anybody can actually come here and steal any details. But since we are going to be checking this, all the details that will be inputting by every visitors on our website are secured. So the next thing we need to do is this: permission, blog admins and author, fine, tiny and everything. So the next thing now, how many maximum posts do we want to be shown on the main page? How many? Is it 10? We can click here and adjust. Let's say we want a maximum of 10. Then we'll click save. It has been saved that way. Now, do we want an image lightbox? If yes, we need to leave it that way, and if not, we can switch it up. So once we're done, how do we want to embed our comment section? Do we want our comment section to show location, or who can comment? Do we want users with only Google accounts or not? We can click here to adjust those settings. That is, anyone can comment that is anonymous, and we can decide that users with Google accounts should be the whole one that can comment on our blog, because we need to generate their leads, and that is the whole way we can always email them that we've already have a new blog post on our web page, and that will be done automatically through funnels. So we click on save here, then we move on to the next thing. Now the time zone here, depending on your location, I'm in Nigeria, so I'll be using Nigeria, and most cases I'll be using Lagos. But let's say you are in Los Angeles, you are in California or New York or other Asian country or China or even African country, Ghana, Zimbabwe. You guys can easily come here to scroll down to where you are saying your GMT or where you are saying your time zone, then click it to select it. So once you're done with that, then you need to move on to the next thing. And the next thing is the date header format. That is, what kind of format do you want for your to be shown on your blog. So you can easily go for the first one, which is June 20, 2023 or June 20, 2023 Tuesday, or you can easily decide that you want to go for just the numbers alone. Any one of the choice or anyone you are deciding to go with, you can easily click this and apply, and everything will be applied successfully. So once we're done with that, we need to move on to meta tags. I hope you guys know what meta tags mean. It means that when you search for something online, the meta tags are the tags that will be shown. So we can easily click here that we want to enable the search description. That is, when someone search for our blog, the meta tags that will be displayed more or less like an excerpt of our website or the description we're having or the blog post, depending. So we can click here to enable, and that is okay. Now let's say we have our hero and probably there is an error on our website. We can easily click here if we want to have a custom domain. A custom error message or a redirect error message. You can click here to custom everything. Now the next thing we are going to be checking here is the crawler and indexing. Now, do we want to enable a custom robot test, or do we want to enable a custom robot header? We are going to on all of this. We're going to check this to put it on. We'll make it be on green. Then the next thing is Google Search Control or the Google Search Console. So I'm going to come back to this and show you guys how you can use the Google Search Console. So excuse me, how you guys can use the Google Search Console, how you can create an account, and how you can link your blog account to Google Search Console. So the next thing is monetization. We are going to put this on too. Now, a lot of people actually find it difficult to generate or to locate their custom ads test. So I'm going to be showing you guys one way in which you can easily get your custom ads, and it's very simple. Yeah, well, we are not going to be doing that now because we're still coming back to that. But let's say you already have a blog and you want to import the content. You can easily click here to import your content, and if you want to back the content on this blog account, you can click here to back up it. Or let's say you want to upload a video from your blog, you can easily click here, or any other media from your blog, you can easily click here, and we are done with the setting. So the next thing we are going to be doing right now is to create our first blog post. So we're going to click here, create new post. Now we have been redirected here. This is where we are going to be putting our title. Then from here, this is where we're going to be putting the entire content, and this is where we're still going to be adding the image and video in case we are having any of such. But how are we going to go about generating a blog post? How are we going to go about generating our first blog post? Fine, I will be showing you guys one way in which you can generate your first blog post and how you can consistently generate blog post. So I want you guys to pay a very close attention to what I will be doing afterward. Now, I hope you guys are aware of a particular software known as OpenAI or ChatGPT. So let's try to search for it, ChatGPT. For the sake of people who are not aware of what ChatGPT is, so let's try to take a look at it. Then we will move into utilizing the ChatGPT for our purpose, which is the generating or the generation of our first blog post. Now, ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence chatbot, and this particular chatbot was developed by OpenAI based on the company's generative pre-trained transformer series of large language model. Fine. Can I chat with ChatGPT? These are some of the FAQs. Fine, you can. Although some people are using the ChatGPT for some elaborate functions. Now, what does that tells you? It tells you that this particular ChatGPT can serve numerous functions, and you can use it for anything depending on your purpose or depending on what you are determined to do or to use it for. A lot of people have been using it to write a lot of things such as writing codes or even malware, and at the same time you can use ChatGPT for more mundane activities such as having a friendly conversation. Let's say you are bored and you want to interact with someone, or you just want to keep yourself engaged. You can easily interact with ChatGPT and it will respond to you. Let's say one of a typical example that was given here is this: I'm hungry, what food should I eat? Or as elaborate as, what do you think happens in the afterlife? Either ways, the ChatGPT is sure to have an answer for you. And what is ChatGPT? It's a natural language processing tool driven by AI technology that allows you to have human-like conversation and much more with chatbots. Fine, you guys can take your time to go through all of this ChatGPT everything or OpenAI. And in one of my tutorials which I've actually done so far, I have been able to show you guys how you can use ChatGPT to make money, how you can solve complicated questions using ChatGPT, and how you can even use ChatGPT to locate the best platform. I repeat, the best platforms where you can easily get any online remote jobs of your dream. And at the same time, you can use the ChatGPT to proofread content which is full of grammatical error. Other purposes, such as using ChatGPT to generate your resume, you can use it for that purpose too. And in one of my tutorials, I've been able to show you guys how you can easily go about creating an account and how you can set yourself on the go. I've been able to utilize ChatGPT for all of these purposes. But you know, there are numerous other functionalities attached to this particular software. So let's continue. Now, let's try to interact with the ChatGPT. Here we are on the platform ChatGPT. Once you are done creating an account, as you guys can see over here, this is my account, Johnson Emmanuel. Let's say you want to upgrade to the Plus, which is more or less like the Pro. You can click to upgrade rather, whereby you are going to be needing to pay a certain amount of money. Nevertheless, I am okay with the free version because I've been able to utilize it for several functions and purposes. Now, this is the same thing you guys are going to be seeing once you're done signing up. Here is an example of the content of questions that can be asked from ChatGPT, and this is a typical example of its capabilities and its limitation as well. So let's try to interact with the ChatGPT and see if it is actually designed for that function. Are you there? That will be the first thing I will be asking the ChatGPT. Are you there? So let's try to wait and see the response that we are going to be getting from this particular software. So it's actually taking time, so let's try to refresh the page. Probably it might be network. Are you there? So it happens this way as well. Sometimes it still happens this way. So let's try to see, wait a little while the ChatGPT generates content for us. And if this particular Chrome is not responding, I would like to use my second account. So let's try to open your ChatGPT login, which is the OpenAI. So once we click here, this is where we're going to be logging in. So let's continue with a Google account. I already have my Google account here. So let's use this. And we are going to be redirected. Oh, that means they are trying to tell us to. Okay, fine. It has responded. Yes, I am here. How can I assist you today? Fine. Can you generate 20 different blog post topics related to food and drinks? Of course, here are 20 blog post topics related to food and drinks. So, can you guys see the wonder of ChatGPT? I hope these topics inspire you for a blog. Let me know if you need more suggestions. So let's try to take a look at all of these topics and see the one that we can pick. This same software will still be the one to generate this blog post for us. Although I'll be showing you guys how to go about paraphrasing or rephrasing every words, so that by the time we apply all of those words on our first blog post, there won't be nothing like plagiarism or copyright issue from the images that we are going to be using. So now the first one is this: exploring the word, etc., etc. Let's see. Fine. I think I would like to go with this last one here. Food and mood. Then colon, understanding the connection between diets and mental well-being. Fine. I've actually copied this particular topic over here. So the next thing how we do is this: can you write a blog post? That's another question I'm trying to ask the ChatGPT. Can you write a professional, let me put it that way, blog post? Certainly. That means yes or absolutely. Please provide me with the topic or the subject you would like the blog post to focus on, and I will be happy to help you write a professional blog post. So right now I'm going to paste here, choose the topic, and the next thing we need to do is to sit down while we wait for the ChatGPT to generate our professional first blog post, which we are going to be using for tiny blog. So let's see. Fine. The software, which is the ChatGPT or OpenAI, is actually done generating the content for us. Can you guys see? The first one we have in here is introduction, then followed by all of these points, then the conclusion. But let's say we still need more content. We can easily come here, add more content, but we are not going to be using that. But I'm just trying to show you guys for the sake of this tutorial. So let me just copy what we are needing first. So I've actually copied this. Can you guys see what I did? This is where you're going to copy. Just click on it to copy. Click here, copied. Fine. So now add more content. It's going to continue generating. Can you guys see here? Certainly, here is some additional content to expand the blog post. Can you guys see that? So I so much love this particular ChatGPT, depending on what you want to do it for. The software has been designed and is capable of helping you in achieving your purposes. So the next thing we're going to be looking at is how we can paraphrase our words. So let's try to come back to MS Word and open a new file. I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. If yes, kindly do me a favor to subscribe, share with your loved ones, and follow for more. So fine, we have actually posted this content over here. Let's try to justify it, and let's try to increase the font size to like 12. So fine, there is everything here. And the next thing we're going to be doing is to try and paraphrase, at the same time rephrase all of this content in order to avoid plagiarism, because if we should copy all of this and go to other websites or other tools or other software whereby we can check for plagiarism, definitely it might be little, but definitely there will be plagiarism. So I'm going to be showing you guys two websites, two absolute websites that you guys can use or utilize for paraphrasing. And the first one is qboot.com. Can you guys see your qboot.com? Now this qboot.com, you guys can use it to perform numerous functions. The first function is this, which is paraphrasing. Can you guys see? You can also use it to check your grammar. Let's say you want to check for grammatical errors, you can use it for that. And let's say you want to use it for plagiarism checker. It is just like what I just told you guys about. You can use it for plagiarism checker. Let's say you want to write a blog post on your own, which is a natural voice or a natural content. You can try to modify or use this co-writer, and the essence of this co-writer is to give you some suggestion of words that you can use, or some suggestions of sentences that you can add to your content. Let's say you want to use it for summarizer. You can at the same time use this to summarize your content, or you want to generate a citation, or you want to use it to translate from one language to another. Can you guys see? So once we want to, we can easily come here, copy the one we've copied, then paste it over here. Then we click here and it will paraphrase everything. But because we are using a free version, there is a limit to the number of words that we can have on our blog, which is 125 here. The second platform I'm going to be showing you guys is paraphraser.io. Now, depending on what you want to use this platform for, at the same time, you can use it to write articles, which is what we're going to be doing right now. You can use it for plagiarism checker, and at the same time, you can use it to check for grammatical errors. At the same time, you can use it to summarize all of your text. So depending on what you want to use it for. I so much love this paraphraser because it helps to change your words automatically. It's capable of changing every word depending on how you set everything. And if you want it to be in a creative or smarter or to shorten your text, you can easily come here and utilize it. But this is what we're going to be using. We don't want standard, we don't want fancy, we want word changer. And that is what we're going to be doing right now. So once we click on that, we're going to enter all our text here and click on paraphrase. So the next thing we need to do is to wait some minutes whereby this paraphraser.io will generate the new paraphrased text for us on this particular interface here, which is the paraphrased text. I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. If yes, kindly do me a favor to subscribe, like the videos, and comment in the comment section if you guys find this particular video very helpful. So what we need to do is to copy here. After we've copied everything, then we go back to our MS Word, which is the new document, document 1, document 2. So here we're going to highlight all of this. We delete, then we'll paste the new content, meaning all of these contents over here are a paraphrased content. That means if we should check for all of this content on plagiarism website, the likelihood that we're still going to be seeing this particular text plagiarized is very low. So, but nevertheless, we need to do some adjustment like this. Now, presentation is supposed to be introduction. So we need to adjust that, and at the same time, you guys will need to go through all of this because sometimes there might be need for you to adjust some words or some sentences or even some punctuations. So now, keeping up a great mental health is significant for general well-being, and it turns out that the nourishment we expand play a vital role or a critical part in our mental state. Now, you guys can take your time to go through all of this, and once you are done going through all of this and you see that this particular blog post content is okay and can be utilized for our first blog, what you guys need to do next is to click here. We need to delete that, copy all of this, and go back and paste it to your content. As you guys can see over here, the Hermes word has even highlight an error for us here. So let's try to read this and see what we can delete. Our understanding of the association between slim down and the mental well-being proceed to advance, highlighting the significance of all-encompassing approach to well-being. There shouldn't be a, so we need to delete that. And once we're done checking all of this browse up, the next thing we need to do is to copy this. And once we're done copying, then we go back to our first blog post. So this is where we're going to post everything. Now can you guys see over here? Now on this same blogger platform too, we need to do one or two things. The first thing we're going to do is to copy the topic here, then delete it. Once we're done copying it, then we come here to the title and paste. Oh, sorry, there is an error over there. So we need to copy the title, which is the same thing as the topic. So once we copy, we go to title, we'll put it here. Then we need to delete this other one here. So that means our blog post will be starting from introduction. So once we're done deleting that, there is a space over here. We need to delete that too. Here is where we are going to attach our image, and I will be showing you guys how you can easily get a free royalty image. You can use Pixel, you can use Pixabay, you can use Square, you can use, there are so numerous ones that we can use. But the one we're going to be using for this tutorial is the Pixel. So we need to delete these and make some adjustment, and that is what I'm trying to do right now. So I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. If you just kindly do me a favor to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your loved ones. Now this is our conclusion over here, and we are going to bold this conclusion so that it can be differentiated from every other content, and at the same time, so we have bolded that one. So this particular introduction here too, we are going to bold it, and once we bold it, we need to come here. As you guys can see over here, this place that I'm actually hovering my mouse, it's actually showing paragraph. So we need to click here and turn or check the major heading. So that means that will be our major heading. So now the next thing we are going to do is to pick an image. So let's try to go to Pixel, an image relating to health or mental health or nourishment and disposition. Let's mental health. So let's try to go to Pixel. Now Pixel.com. Pixel. So you guys can search for Pixel in your search bar, open a new tab and search for it. Now free stock photos and videos you can use everywhere. Browse millions of high quality royalty free stock images and even copyright free images. So we click here, Pixel.com. Then we search for mental health. They're telling us to continue with one account, but we are not going to sign up now. So mental health. So depending on the image we have decided to go for. Can you guys see all the suggestions over here? But let's say I want to use this particular one here, this black one. I'll just click here, download. And once I've downloaded the image, another thing you guys need to do in order to help your blog or your blogger account with search engine optimization is this. Now the particular name that was actually used in saving this picture that we just downloaded is this, Pixel Daniel Rich. So we need to go and rename this particular image over here. So what we're going to do is to come here, go back to your blog and copy the title of your blog. This is it. So we're going to highlight all of this, copy, then go back to that same image in your file manager or through your file manager. So once we've done that, we need to come here, download. So once you click on download, this is the particular image here. So we just click here. Once we click here, and this is where we're going to rename the image. So we click here. Then we save it. Now it has been saved out. This means that if this particular image is shown to every visitors or any visitors on Google search engine, they can easily click on this image and they will be redirected to your blog. So the next thing we're going to do is to insert the image, and that is what we're going to do now. Click here, enter, then we'll click here, insert over here. You guys can take your time to explore all of this. This is where we can undo any error, we can redo, we can change the font type, we can change the font size, we can change the styling to heading, subheading, minor heading, paragraph, and even normal. We want to bold, we want to italicize, we want to underline, we want to strike through, we want to change the text color, or we want to change the background color, or we want to even insert or edit a link. It is what we're going to be using to insert our image. Or want to insert video, you want to add a special character like emojis, you want to justify your content, or you want to write align, center align, left align, etc. So let's continue with what we are doing. So we're going to click here to insert image, click here to upload from computer. Now let's say you want to use a free image, we can click here to upload that one too. So we're going to click here, choose a file. Choose file. So once we click on choose file, we're going to be redirected to our file manager, and that is where we are going to be choosing the file of the image which we have just downloaded. So now let's click here, just click here, open. Now the next thing we need to click on is select, meaning that is the image we want to use. So what we need to do is to try and extend this particular image over here. Can you guys see that? And once we're done extending the image, then the next thing we need to do is to click on publish. But depending on the location, or if we are having other options, or we want to check, or we want to even schedule this particular post, we can schedule it. But since we are not doing that, let's just click here to publish. So we're going to click here to publish, then we are going to confirm. And once we are done doing that, as you guys can see over here, we have nourishment and disposition, understanding the association between eat levels and mental well-being. So let's try to view our blog and see if it has actually reflected. Wow, this is amazing. Now can you guys see, this is the description we added at the beginning of this tutorial. Welcome to Tiny, the #1 destination for increasing content and thoughtful articles about food, etc. And this is our first blog post. Now the more we continue adding more blog, the more we continue to see every other post here. So let's say you want to check this, just click here. Now this is the real article itself. Can you guys see the reason why I actually use the one as the major heading? Can you see introduction? Now this is everything. Can you guys see? So once we are having our first blog, now the next thing we're going to be doing is the Google Ads. So right now I'll be showing you guys how you can go about creating a Google Ads and how you can set it up. So let's come here and go back to our back end. Since we are no longer using this, we can delete all of these tags. So now, fine, we go to our settings, then scroll back to where we see monetization. Monetization. Or better still, we can go to our earning, then create a Google AdSense account. So we're going to click here to create our first Google AdSense account. Now this is our blog, which is our blog website Tiny, and this is our subdomain name. Everything has been attached automatically. Can you guys see that? Now get more out of AdSense. Yes, send me customized up and performance suggestion, or no, I don't want any customized up and performance suggestion. Yes, you can send me. Then depending on your country, you guys need to be very careful over here, because any country that you select over here will surely be affecting in the long run when you are about getting paid on the Google AdSense. So you need to click here and scroll down to where you can see your country depending on your location. Then try to click on your country. But for me, I'm from Nigeria, so I'm going to be clicking on Nigeria. So I'm almost there. Fine, this is Nigeria, so I will click here, Nigeria. Now, can you guys see that after I was able to click on my country, I was shown the terms and conditions of Google AdSense, which is related to me owning a blog and for me staying in Nigeria. So I'll click here. I have read and accept the agreement. But for you guys, I will employ you guys to go through all of this Google AdSense and see what everything entails. What are the do's and don'ts? What are the things you can actually try out to modify, and what are the things you should never try out on your website? So once you're done, we click on start using Google AdSense. I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial. If yes, kindly do me a favor to subscribe, like this video and share it with your loved ones, and remember to drop your comments in the comment section. Okay, we got it. Fine, this is Google AdSense now. Can you guys see? We have been redirected to the platform. So what we need to do next here is to click on Get Started. And once we click on the Get Started, we are going to be directed to the next thing or the next point of action. We are using this Gmail, which is the Elizabeth Johnson. So once we click on that, oh, sir, we need to go back. There is something that actually happened. Fine. Country, we need to select our country over here, which is Nigeria. So once we're done doing that one, the next thing is to check list. And once we're done checking, we start using Google AdSense. Is there any error message? Okay. We need to choose a preference. Nigeria. Start using. Oh, let's try to continue again. Yes, then we'll pick Nigeria. Or is there anything that we need to do? I'm coming. Yes. So fine. Let's try to scroll down everything. Fine, we're done reading everything. I have read and accept the agreement, then start using. Okay. I'm so sorry. The reason why it's actually showing this view is because of the Gmail that I am using for this particular, because the Gmail belongs to my younger sister. Nevertheless, let's try to continue with another one. Get started and continue with this. So we need to go back, copy our website link, view blog, then we need to copy this, then we go back to Google AdSense, paste this, yes, then we try to select the country. I'm so sorry about that. So we pick Nigeria, then become your start using AdSense. Wow, can you guys see that right now? So you need to be very careful while using Google AdSense and why operating on Google AdSense. So here we have the tinyblogspot.com has been linked over here. So what we need to do is to follow the 3 steps over here. The first thing we need to do is to tell them about us, then see how the ads will look on our site, and the next thing, which is the last, is to connect our site to the AdSense. So now let's try to follow all of this. Enter our basic information. You guys will need to follow this and enter all of your informations. Here you're going to put individual because it's an individual account, not business. You're going to use the name here, the address and everything, and once you're done you click on submit. So that is all for that. But for the next one, let's try to see how the ad will be displayed on our blog. So let's say you want to check that and you want to stop unwanted ads and everything, you can click here. But since we're not doing that, let's fine. So now this is how the ads will be displayed on our website. Let's see, let's open the overlay. Okay, fine, we want the auto ads. Now this is how the ads will be displayed on our website. Can you guys see over here? Where our description, we have the blog name, we have the ads at the top here, and when the person or when we try to scroll through our blog, we can see this is the first auto ads, this is the second auto ads, and we still have other blog content, and at the bottom we're still going to be seeing the ads content. And once we are okay with this, we can click here to apply on the site, then we click on save. Can you guys see it has been checked, meaning we've actually done this. Then the next thing is to connect our site. All we need to do is to click here, dismiss this, then click here to let's go. But we are not going to be doing that for now. We are not going to be applying to Google AdSense before, and the reason is this, because before we can apply for the Google AdSense, we need to have a minimum of 25 blog posts on our website. So I will employ you guys to try as much as possible to generate as much as you can. And once you're done having at least 25 blog posts on your website, you can go ahead to apply for the monetization process. So that means you guys will need to come here and connect your site, and you are going to tell them about yourself. So the next thing we need to do is to check our accounts, because we need to link this particular Google AdSense to our blog post, and that is what I'm going to be doing right now. So let's try to click here, settings, account informations. At the beginning of this tutorial, fine, I told you guys something about what I will be teaching you guys, and here we are right now. When we go back to our blog account here, when we go back to settings now, which is the monetization stage, over here, as you guys can see, for the monetization, there is need for us to get a particular ads test, which I have actually told you guys that a lot of people find it so difficult to generate the tags or to locate or to go or to even go about everything. So right now I'm having a template over here. You guys will need to use that template over here. Now this is the ad test, this particular content over here. Let me try to highlight it so that you guys can see. Fine, this is the ad test over here. Now this user here, this particular pub, then hyphen, then this particular number here differs for every individual that is actually using Google Ads, whereas every other things are the same. So what you guys need to do right now is to go back to the back end of your Google Ads, then copy your publisher ID, which is this. So once you copy this, you copy it, then you go back and insert that over here. But let's try to remove all of this first. So here we are going to highlight everything here. So let's try to remove this first. So now what we're going to do is to highlight this, then paste it, then try to return it back to normal. Now here we are, we've actually pasted this. Let's try to back it. Now next thing you guys need to do is to copy all of this content here, then go back to that same blogger setting, come here, then you click on custom ads, then you paste here, and we are good to go. That means we've been able to link the Google Ads to our blog accounts. And if there is any information that is being displayed on the Google Ads, let's say we are having an error message or a congratulating message, we are going to be seeing everything at the any segment over here. So the next thing we're going to be doing is the Google Search Console. So we click here, search for Google Search Console, because we need to make sure that our website is open and is connected to Google Search Engine. So we click here, we need to open an account with Google Search. Click here, start now. Then the next thing we're going to be doing is to come here and copy our blog name, tiny. We copy this, and once we're done copy, we go back to the Google Search Console. We have the domain here, we have the URL previous here, and since we are using our prior, we are going to come here. We're not using the domain, we're having a subdomain. So instead, we are going to use the URL preface. We're going to click here, continue. So that is how you guys are going to be linking. Wow. Verify. Coming. Okay, done. Okay, fine. The reason why it's actually displaying it this way is because we already have an account linked to this. But if you guys find this tutorial very helpful, kindly do me a favor to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your loved ones. Thank you.